So in today's video I want to talk a bit about patience and loving towards yourself whilst you're learning new things. Now for me this is something that I've really had to try and get my head around because my history at school, my history with anything that I've gone to try and learn or do has been one of failure most of the time. It's been it has actually led me to really treat myself badly, to beat up on myself, and you know, and most of all it's kind of led to that helplessness feeling, which has been particularly difficult. It's not really, I would say that it's, you know, I've felt like this for a very, very long time, and with my journey towards becoming an entrepreneur, to running my own business, becoming independent financially, it's really challenged what I perceive to be my abilities and my willingness to kind of work with those things. It's very very interesting how that's kind of affected me, and the thing that's been most interesting really, I suppose, just recently is my response to the Joe Dispenza materials, which I might add actually are very easy to apply, but my own mind, or my own mindset around learning has it automatically, in a sense, because I've practiced a habit of telling myself that I don't know these things, and that I can't do this, and that I need help, and that I can't get help, and that if I can't get help I can't do it, and all these patterns have come up. And the thing, I think, you know, and so with that, I think the thing that's helped me the most is taking a step back, assessing what I've learned, giving myself the time to learn, and giving myself that love that I need and that support. And of course that has, you know, in some respects, that in actual fact it hasn't, to be honest. It's mostly been something that I've done myself, but it was, you know, in sitting back, in allowing myself to take the time to do what I need to do. You know, there's been lots of different factors. Like one of those factors, obviously, with regard to beating myself up, is I'm not learning fast enough. It's taking me too long, and none of that has really been too present at the moment, because I've given myself permission to take the time that I do need, and, you know, to be able to get myself absorbed in that process so that I can really start to make leeway with it. And so what it's led to is that I've had these emotions where, oh, it's too difficult, there's lots of writing, I can't pick out the information that I need to get from this. There is you know, that real sense that it's difficult and all this kind of stuff, and that, you know, there's a part of me that wants to give up. And so I've been able to self-soothe, in a sense, you know, and, you know, tell myself that it's okay, and that, you know, another big one, I'm not comparing myself to anybody else, because nobody else is learning this in the way that I am but me. You know, this is going to benefit me when I start to continue to use the process, and when I start doing this, all those types of things. And it's just like that kind of self-soothing, and just, you know, thinking and feeling. You know, how does it, I think this thought, how does it feel? And you know, you get a thought, and instantaneously it will give you a feeling. So it's just not only applying the Joe Dispenza's process of meditation, but also that you know, that self-soothing aspect in what you do, in what you're doing, or in what I'm doing, that has really kind of helped things out for me, and really kind of is starting to change the game in that respect. So what I would say is that if you're having difficulties with learning, or you've had difficulties with learning in the past, you know, now's the time really, especially if you're on this journey. If you need to reach out, then reach out. maybe if you'd like to speak to me about what I'm doing, then maybe you could reach out to me, and that's fine. I don't mind. It's not a problem at all. Maybe we could have a discussion about the difficulties that you're having, and maybe how you can really start to resolve them, so to speak. Or anybody here, anybody. Yeah, so I guess that it's just giving yourself the time, setting yourself out a nice time, or a good amount of time each day, so that you can maybe work through this, or work through what you need to do, so to speak. So you've set a task out, so work through what you need to do, and be able to give yourself the time to nurture yourself through it. And two, it's being easier on yourself when you do come across an issue. Three, it's just realizing that quite often it's not as difficult as we make out, and that quite often it's much easier than we thought. And I know that I definitely found that is the case with the Joe Dispenza materials. It's just like a case of giving yourself enough time, and enough internal emotional support, and just being able to give it, just take a look at it, put it down, come back to it. There may be some piece of information that you can apply that will help you with that. So I hope today's video has been useful to you guys, and I hope you all have a great day forthcoming. I'm about to go to work again now. Not very many hours. I'm only doing a couple of hours, and then I come back, and got more of an opportunity to work on business and stuff like that. So have a great day, and I'll speak to you very soon.